I did 100 push-ups and 100 pull-ups every day, and I went 5 weeks straight. My target was a month, but I just kept going. I went 5 weeks,
Oh, okay.
and that was a really great experiment because
Mm.
that introduced me to the concept of you don't need rest days. And
Mm.
that's not necessarily true. You do need to rest and your muscles have to recover, but definitely especially my back, it just adapted to the
The
daily
movements.
pull-up. Yeah, like I I felt like I was on autopilot, and every day I would just pound out those 100 reps of each. And then I even had time because it only took me like 20, 25 minutes. I had time for legs and core afterwards too. And I
Mm.
was actually in really good shape. It wasn't until week 5 I stopped because I pulled a muscle. I pulled my rhomboid on my upper back on the left side. And that was to me a signal like, okay, you're overdoing it. You need to rest. But the body is very resilient and capable of a lot more than we think.
What kind of progress did you see from that type of training?
I felt light as a feather. Like pull-ups they've always been challenging for me, especially when I was, overweight when I was younger. I couldn't even do pull-ups. But at the end of this experiment, I felt like I could just explode up, like I was light as a feather, and muscle ups got a lot easier too.
Yeah, I was gonna
So,
ask, did it transfer into any other exercises? But yeah, muscle ups, that makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, just muscle ups. My pull-ups got way more explosive, and I wasn't doing perfect form, like far from it. I was doing explosives. I was doing kind of sloppy form, just trying to get in those 100 reps.
Mm.
But definitely, I had great endurance, and I did put on mass. I've watched that video, and I looked at how I look now compared to then and before then. I definitely puffed up a little bit from doing the 100 reps a day.
Interesting. Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
do any other push or pull exercises on those days, or just the pull ups and push ups?
No, so what I would do is I would do different variations of push-ups and pull-ups every day. So like let's say Monday I did standard
Mm.
push-ups and pull-ups, 100 reps of each. And then on the next day, on Tuesday, I would do maybe wide grip pull-ups and wide push-ups. And then the next day I would do diamond push-ups and close grip pull-ups. So I was changing the variation from day to day, but I wasn't training front lever or any other pulling movements. You know, I was just sticking to variations of push-ups and
Mm.
pull-ups.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. I could imagine your body would go kind of. I guess your body would plateau if you did the same variation every day, right?
Yeah, and it would probably in the beginning be very hard. You'd be very sore after a few days.